Okay, here are the next two battles in Game of Hordes Hell mode. This front line actually lent itself pretty well to my setup because there was no stun protection. There was really nothing that really worried me that much, which was super nice. So I was able to easily get Bloodbath charged on Vainness and Raw Bloodthirst charged on Nova Drake. And then there I got Bloodbath charged on Grimoris because I was able to put 3 people to hold ground. And then I'm looking at this and I see a Luna Lord, and then the Kinesia gun does his enlist. So I'm thinking, okay, this is like the perfect opportunity to get like a really good setup because there's 3 protectors on the field and I've got all my raw monsters like up next in line. But the thing is, like, even though I had Invoke on Grimoris and I gave a kill to Angel Lion, I couldn't use Raw Blood Fury because of the Meatoid. So here, I'm just really hoping that, you know, they can kill the Meatoid. And from the looks of it, the only thing that's going to happen is Rose Empress is going to sleep and then Dream Hunt. And so here I was like, okay, please miss. And then I said, please miss. And then it missed. So that was super duper lucky. Rose Empress kills the Meatoid there. And then I invoke Rock Colossus also to give him another kill. The one bad thing about this team is that I don't really have a way to get rid of the Bloodbath people, and I can't exactly spam Bloodbath because that's less controlled killing. But now I've got 3 Raw Sweepers on the field, and I'm thinking I'm just going to win with all these monsters on the field, but then the Tezzicotl does Devastate and kills the 2 Rockoids. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'll just, you know, skip and kill the Penguinator, but then he does his elemental heal on the Penguinator, and I was thinking, all right, so this is basically going to be a loss, but you never know. Tezzicotl, another one, comes in and does Devastate again, and at this point, I was kind of freaking out because I look, and he's got 54 monsters left in his reinforcements, and I don't. So I was really scared, but, you know, I never give up because there's always usually maybe something that you could maybe do to win. His Anka Dragon, Link Death Sentence my Aura Dragon, and I lose him, but I'm able to Quell to put him to sleep so that he'll just die off from the passive. But he is he's doing a pretty good job of killing through all the stuff I have. And then, of course, that Fizzy entrance kills my Aura Dragon before I can do the Life Flip Friend. My Poloboss is almost dead. Persephia puts him to hold ground. I was really scared I was going to lose Poloboss, but I didn't. Not yet, at least. I quell the Panlong because I can. And now I've got a Rockoid and a Robinator. Of course, I run into a Tricranium, which is horrible. And I was down to, like, my Aura Dragon clones. You saw there that the Celishine got 2 finishing snaps off, and I'm thinking, dude, he's got 43 monsters left. There's no way that I'm going to win this battle. But never give up. Again, I'll say it. Here, of course, I hate Garden Fairy Sunflower, but I did have a Detox Strike lined up, so I was able to get her below her Vigor health. And then a Blood Fury is going to take out the Protector, and I decided to kill Garden Fairy Sunflower because with so few monsters remaining on my end, I do not want any Bronze Shells. I'm able to take out the Ryzen easily, but this Scarlet Guard is honestly kind of useless because I've got Doom Engine, and Doom Engine's just going to keep cloning. He's just going to keep doing his explosion thing, and that means Scarlet Guard's never going to get solo Bloodthirst. There, I decided to Stun Pulse the Jungle Flipper because I saw that he had a Death Gazer next in line, and at this point, I need Poloboss to survive for basically the entire game, so I didn't want any catapults or anything. So I'm more or less trying to take out anything that has a chance to kill Poloboss. Then my Poloboss falls asleep, but luckily Jungle Flipper did not catapult him. He catapulted the Scarlet Guard, who I wanted dead anyway. The Dream Hunt puts him to 1 health. I could have hit the Stormlock, but I decided to kill the Shiva Dragon because I knew I was going to get another turn before anybody else. This Kirakami is super obnoxious, but I'm able to kill him. I just have to deal with the Yukis now. And so I decided to kill that one, thinking they would snowball, but then they snowbinded my Poloboss, and then they put my Poloboss to sleep, and then the Galio Dragon Stun Flash stuns everybody. That's kind of an issue with this endgame here, is that I don't have any way to stop stun. And of course, this Necrofin with his his dual Slayer Bane, and his piercing is going to be horrible. But I am managing to keep Poloboss just barely alive. I kill off the Stormlock there. I decided to go for the Voodoo so I don't get anybody death sentence, but then a Sephiroth comes in and kills my Poloboss, and then an Asmodia comes in and poisons everybody, which is like the worst possible thing that could happen when you have a field full of Tenebris of multiple what's the plural of Tenebris? Tenebri? But yeah, Sephiroth, horrible thing to run into. Asmodia, absolutely terrible thing to run into. But I'm looking now, and I see he only has 13 monsters left, and I've got 3. That Bow Out takes out one of my Tenebrises, but I'm really thinking here. I'm being so careful as to what I kill and what I don't kill. I've left that Sunlord on the field for like ever, because his killing, yes, he's doing single hits, but they're going really slow. So I haven't really been too worried about him. And that Fatal Sting is going to kill one of my Tenebrises. I finally put Sunlord to hold ground and then take him out. I killed this Blizzheart because I knew his Ultra Wave would take away all the stealth. Scorpionix gets his second kill, but it's not too big of a deal because I can kill him before he gets a turn. Arbor Abratus is going to do his Iron Wall, which isn't really going to affect me. Regalian now has double Survivor, and this Bovaclus is going to be horrible. But he does do his deathmatch mode, and then I decide to kill him because I saw there was a Hellfox next in line, which did the lava entrance, which killed everybody, including the static sphere, so the explosion revenge didn't come off. So that was super lucky. That ending there, that was pretty clutch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was pretty impressed with myself as how that went. And now I got the second battle using a new team. This is the team I used last time Game of Hordes was around to beat the 100 monster battle one, and I ran into a Poloboss and a Zeta and instantly lost one of my protectors. So I was thinking, okay, this is just great. This is great. And he's got that Celesteron next in line. His Galio Dragon already has double Survivor charged. I've lost like 4 monsters already. But the one thing I was super concerned about was that team turn from Lavaronix, so I decided to stun pulse him. And now I'm getting a little bit of control back, because people used a bunch of stuff that put them at pretty high seconds. So I'm really making sure I can keep control here. And that Crescendo Strike finally killed Lavaronix, so I wouldn't get any team turns. Of course, he brings in a Cocky Drake, so I can't take out Celesteron. Luckily, that Death Revenge hit Leoronix. And here I decided to Healing Light him just to keep him alive for a little bit longer. I knocked back the Geargant because he was kind of scaring me. I decided to take out the Hellfox because I knew Poloboss would get a turn before another enemy did, and pretty much all my monsters had hold ground and were going to be able to get another turn. And now the way this team is different is there's nothing raw about it. There I decided to pure Overwatch instead of Desperate Chomp because I knew nobody would hit him. But there's no way to go around protectors in this team, and of course Lyra comes in, which is horrible. But I just kind of have to hit whatever I can with this Crescendo team, which can be a little scary. It's also hard without Shiva Dragon, because there's no HP share. So, and also Sword Dragon doesn't have hold ground. So things get a little dicey at times. But as you'll see, this team manages to work out. I finally take out that egg there, tired of all the cloning. I leave the Aura Burn here because he's not really going to do anything. I guess in hindsight he could have like done a knockback or something, but I wasn't super concerned. I take out the Satomi, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, I've already got him down to 50 monsters, and then he brings in a Crimson Drake and kills my Missile Torment. Of course. I knock back the Tenebris because I'm not trying to deal with any clones. Another Kurakami here. He's going to do his Snow, obviously. I fast strike the Crimson Drake, and luckily it kills the Soul Blaze. This Crescendo Slash easily takes out Draco Rosa. I decided to Blood Crave the Zulong because I didn't want to put him on hold ground, and I also didn't want my Soul Blaze to go way out of play. But unfortunately, Zulong does kill my Sword Dragon, so I lose one of my Crescendo monsters, but I still have Poloboss, you know, as always. And there, I saw that he had a Lyra next in line, so I decided to skip so that I could make sure to get a turn with another monster to kill Lyra before she did another Mermaid's Hex. But of course, the monster that got a turn was Soul Blaze, and then I revived the Poloboss and did an instant switch friend. But then Polo Boss just got killed anyway. So now I'm super duper worried here because I only have 7 monsters left and he's got 40. And I lost my Polo Boss, I lost my Sword Dragon. Now I'm really just relying on these Soul Blaze clones and Lunarctic to keep bringing in Bronze Shells. And one mistake you'll see me make here is I leave that Ultima Drake on the field for like ever. Like I never kill him, and you're gonna see how many of my monsters he kills because I kept thinking he had Death Revenge, and honestly I should have just looked, but Ultima Drake does not have Death Revenge. Ultima Dragon, however, does. So you'll just see how many kills, how much stealth, how horrible of a decision it was keeping this Ultima Dragon on the field. And honestly, I was like, it's no big deal because I've got Purifying Mist from Aura Dragon. But with the Grovodius constantly cloning and the Sprigalos and all that, there was a lot of stuff I needed to take care of. And Ultima Drake was just ruining a lot of it. There I checked to see if Knight Rider had instant Overwatch. And since I knew he would do it anyway, I figured I might as well have him use Desperate All instead of getting like 2 AoEs. Here, the Ultima Drake going to sleep was something I was like, okay, that's fine. But then Pupa just, purified, as they do. Then he had a Stunning Entrance come in, and then he pulls back the Stunning Entrance, which, like I said earlier, is really, really horrible for Tenebris. And there, I lost my clone Tenebris, so I pretty much lost the chain there. But I was able to get another clone with Atrahasis. So I was still pretty scared here. Honestly, I was not thinking it was going to be a good ending. And there, my sneak attack didn't even kill Grovodius, but he finally manages to go down. I kill the Sprigalo. I revive the whatever that guy's name is, Leo something. I decide to cannibalize Tenebris, and then I do an accelerate. I thought about doing a necromancy on Tenebris, but I thought, why not get a Satomi? Because why not? And you'll see. Apparently, she's kind of useless in this mode because it's not guaranteed that everybody has their secret skill. So it's not the greatest. Again, another Toxic Entrance monster, which is horrible for Tenebris. And Atrahasis too. Luckily, it's not auto-poison. This Omegas Dragon, I use a Poison Touch to kill the Spectre Fox and it puts him to sleep. So he's not really doing much. I decide to kill the Spectre Fox again. I'm trying to just get rid of this Spectre Fox chain. And of course, it keeps reviving. And this time it puts Nova Drake to sleep. But I see that I got to his Rockoids and his Puff Oxens. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm darn close to the end. Like, at this point, I've got more reinforcements than his. And I know all of mine are like 1 health monsters from Aura Dragon or Atrahasis. But it's going to be okay because I do have my Tenebris chain like pretty much totally worked out. And I still have my Nova Drake. Just kidding. But I do have all these Tenebrises. And even the summoned guardians, they're all poisoned, so I don't have to worry about the stun there. And at this point, I realize there's really nothing he can do to win, and I've got this battle in the bag. The Mulasem is a little scary because of the poison, and of course the Puff Oxens are annoying because of the poison, but it's really no big deal. You can see I won this battle, and yeah, this new Crescendo team did work pretty well. You'll see I use it in the final battle also. So there is the second to last 2 battles. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.